Hi, this is Jamel Hamka with Recherche Cabs in Statesville, North Carolina. I'm excited to introduce for the first time a beautiful, sweet boy we have for sale. This is Mr. Brown of Trixie and Gizmo's litter. He was born March 20th, 2017, so at the time of this video, he's just over 6 weeks of age. And we like to list our puppies a little bit older. We like to give you a good personality assessment of our pups. He's really shown a lot of personality over the last couple of weeks, and so we're very confident with his personality. His personality is that he is dependent. On the Recherche score, he's sort of 7 out of 10, so he is one of the puppies that always wants to be with you. He's one of the first to come, the last to leave our side. He's not extremely dependent to the point where he's miserable if he's by himself, but like most Cavaliers, he's very dependent. He loves to snuggle. He loves to be held. His tail is wagging. He is a very sweet, affectionate boy. On the activity score, he is kind of middle of the road. He's not super laid back and calm, but he's not outgoing. He scored a 6 out of 10, which means he's slightly outgoing. But he is definitely, in his litter, he's kind of the middle of the road with activity. He's not the most outgoing and he's not the most calm. He is size-wise, this is a smaller litter. If you look at Trixie and Gizmo, Trixie is only about 12 pounds, Gizmo is about 10 pounds, so he's not going to be a big boy. None of the pups from this litter is, but he is a very healthy tricolor boy, and he'll probably be around 11 to 12, 13 pounds, and he's not going to be a big boy. Gizmo is our smallest boy that we have, and Trixie is one of our smallest females, so this is definitely going to be a smaller litter. He's going to be just hand size in your lap, just a small, beautiful boy. I absolutely love his look. He's probably one of my favorite looking boys in this litter. He has a beautiful blocky head. He has the smushed face, but not extremely smushy. I just love his look. Now, we try to do everything on this page to go into detail about exactly what you need to know about him. If you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Trixie and Gizmo. I encourage you to take the time to click on those pictures. The two things that make our breeding program so unique is, one, the quality of our dogs. Every one of our Cavaliers were imported in from Europe. We have found by experience that the best, the healthiest lines are in Europe. They've been health testing for much longer than Americans. Also, the gene pool is a little bit more diverse. Almost all of these dogs, especially Cavaliers, came from England, came from Europe, and so they have a little bit more genetic diversity than the few Cavaliers that all came over here, and almost every Cavalier in America are related, and so they have a little bit more health issues, a little bit more behavioral issues, and so we decided when we first started breeding these that we were going to buy them from the best breeders in Europe, where they're health tested, they're showed, they're champion, they're healthy, they have good temperaments. And both Trixie and Gizmo were imported in. They all have their health clearances. We have tested them, and they've all passed. We do not breed adults that don't have their health clearances. And our puppies come with the longest warranty of any Cavalier breeder I know of, a 4-year health warranty, which is almost unheard of, especially for Cavaliers since they do have health problems. And so we do have a very good warranty. So that's the first thing that sets us apart. The second thing, and probably the biggest thing that sets us apart, is 100% of our puppies go through our Puppy Training Institute. We have trained over 600 puppies in this program, and so we have a full-time staff of professional trainers that spend hundreds of hours on every puppy. He's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is 250 hours of training. That's training from 6 weeks right now till 12 weeks of age, which he graduates around June 12th. The next training program is Canine College. That's 100 more hours. That's training till 16 weeks of age. That's July 10th. The next training program is Master's Program. That's training till 20 weeks of age. That's probably our most popular training program. That's August 7th. And the final training program that we're advertising is training till 6 months of age, which is Doggy Doctorate, which is training till 6 months of age. That's 600 hours of training. That's September 20th. I encourage you to take the time to go to our Puppy Training Institute page. It goes into detail about exactly what we train every one of our puppies for. We have 4 core areas of training. We have socialization. That's getting them used to loud noises, to desensitize them to thunderstorms, to cars, to TVs, and to get them also used to different people and different environments. Now, Cavaliers are very social. They're probably the most social breed in the world. And so they don't typically have a hard time bonding. But especially with our socialization program, even if you got your puppy home at 20 weeks or 6 months of age, they will bond quickly with you because they're so used to being around so many different people, and we've taken them out and socialized them. The second training core training area we work on is outside training. That's where we work on them walking on a leash. That's where we work on them riding in cars, and even introduce them to water when the weather's warmer. The third area, and the thing that takes the most time, is house training. That's where we work extensively on getting them potty trained, giving them crate trained so they can sleep all night in a crate, not potty in a crate. We train them not to jump up on us, which they're known to do. We train them not to chew things in the house. Obviously, puppies are typically very destructive and very chewy, and so we work on them not chewing things in the house, and we just work on them getting used to a normal house. And so they're spent most of the time, probably 2/3 of their training is getting them potty trained, crate trained, going up and down stairs, not jumping up on you, not chewing things in the house. And then the most difficult thing to train for is obedience, which develops pack structure. That's where we work on sit, stay, lay, come, place, going into the kennel, and all those things. Again, by the time he graduates Puppy Academy, he will have received over 250 hours of one-on-one training, and then the longer you can keep him in training, the better. We always encourage our clients as much as possible to keep their puppy in training till 16 weeks of age if possible, simply because their potty training is twice as good as they are at 12 weeks of age. They're able to hold the restroom a lot longer. The second reason is that their obedience training is much better. At 12 weeks of age, they have their commands, but they definitely don't have their commands mastered. They can lose their commands. But at 16 weeks of age, those 4 weeks, we start really working on repetition. We start working on the 3 Ds, distance, duration, and training with distraction, trying to get them to start mastering their commands. And the last reason is at 16 weeks of age, they have all of their shots. They're fully inoculated. Right now, all the way up to 12 weeks of age, we have to be very careful. We can't take them out and let them around other people, other dogs, just simply because we don't want them to get parvo or distemper or rabies or anything like that. But by 16 weeks of age, they have all of their shots. So if you can afford it, not just financially, but with patience, and keep him in training till 16 weeks of age, I promise you won't regret it. But if you want him at 12 weeks of age, we are very confident he's going to meet all of our goals at that age. So I encourage you to go to our Puppy Training Institute page. You will go through all of that. If you're interested in this beautiful boy, please take the time to read through this entire page. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see videos and pictures of him. You'll also, right above the pictures and videos, you'll see the prices for every training level. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click there, fill out the puppy application, and we will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours. If you don't hear from us, give us a call or an email. That means we didn't get your application, or we got your application, we responded, and it's lost somewhere in email land. That happens sometimes. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Mr. Brown's page. Thank you, and God bless. Good job.